Welcome back to Adventures with Edna, everyone. I'm Chris.
I'm Chance.
Why don't you say welcome to Adventures with Edna? And then I'll say I'm Chance and I say I'm Chris.
You forgot to say hi.
Okay.
Welcome back to Adventures with Edna, so I guess I should do it.
Okay, you do it.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chance.
I'm Chris. And today we're going to be doing some maintenance on Edna. She likes to wander when she hits bumps and stuff in the road, so whenever I'm driving in any of our videos or any time at all, I usually have to kind of pay close attention to the road and kind of anticipate any bumps. When Edna was first lowered, I replaced she has a dropped axle underneath. I put in new kingpins and new tie rods, and the steering box seems to be in good shape, but she's all over the place. And on top of that, 3 of the tires still look brand new despite at least 2.5, 3 years since they were purchased, except this one. This one is almost bald and it's going to have to be replaced soon, so it's only wearing on this one side. So I purchased all new shackles for the springs and new bushings for it, so those are going to be going in today. There was a lack of good videos on YouTube showing how to change these. Mostly the videos that I saw were on big 4x4 trucks and stuff. Nothing old like Edna, which I'm sure the process is basically the same. Hopefully not going to run into any issues with that. Also, we're going to change the oil while we're under here and adjust the brake bands because I feel like I'm getting too much pedal at the moment despite the brakes being fairly new. And not the usual deadline, but we got to try to have this done before 5 o'clock today. Yesterday was my birthday, and today we're having dinner with my dad, and so we need to make sure that this is done by then, because right now this is my only vehicle, because Venom here decided that the radiator needed to blow up, and I have to order a new one, which I haven't done yet, so it's going to be probably at least another week before I can fix Venom. I don't normally like to take on projects like this when I already have a car down, because I don't want to end up in the middle of the project and suddenly be without any vehicle. So today, we're going to try to see if we can't get this done. Hopefully we won't run into any issues. On a side note, I bought myself a birthday present. I got online after seeing somebody had gotten an old Ford, what looked like a pipe wrench. And so I looked this up on eBay, old vintage Ford tools, and I bought myself some. So these came in yesterday. All of these tools, I don't know how old they are, they didn't have much in the description. They're kind of interesting, but they all have the Ford script on them.
Have they been used?
Yeah, I'm sure they've been used.
Is that why
And every single one of them has the Ford script. They're all kind of interesting in their own.
There was one of them that didn't, or maybe you just didn't see or maybe we just didn't see the words on one of them.
No, this is the one that's hard to see on, but it's right there. But see, they're very interesting because the 6-point end is very deep.
Look at this one.
And then
it's like a little one. Here, show them this one.
One of these. This one here is kind of interesting because it's beveled. It's an open-ended wrench, but it's beveled. And then this little pipe wrench is cool.
I like the little one.
You like the little one? Isn't there a smaller one? Yeah, there's a smaller one.
I like this one better, though. Well, actually, I don't know. I think I like this one.
Now, I don't plan on using these tools. I'm just going to kind of maybe make a display out of it, or a display for them.
Why don't you get like a picture frame or something, and then you put glass over it, so it'll be like it's just sitting there with they're all sitted up like this with glass over it.
That's what I think I'm going to do. I like watching some of these YouTube channels where they restore old tools and get them looking brand new again. I'm debating if I want to do that or leave them like they are. If you have any input on that, leave that in the comments section below. Let us know what you think we should do with them. May end up getting back on eBay and finding some other ones, because there was some pretty cool stuff that I saw while I was looking for these. But anyway, I thought they were an interesting piece of history, and I like that kind of thing. All right, so the first step in this process is we're going to get her jacked up, get the jack stands underneath her. We got to let the wheels hang so that we can release the shackles without the tension on them. And also we're going to end up having to pull the wheels off just to make it a little bit more accessible to get under there and where we need to be, especially on the back of the springs. So let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah. What am I going to do first?
First, we got to chock this back wheel. So we're going to put that there just to make sure that Edna doesn't try to roll away when we get her
You found that inside? Can I do it?
Well, put it under the axle.
Did that hurt you?
Don't get in my way, Steve.
Can I lift it now?
Yeah. Just be careful.
No, I can still do it.
Brute strength. Well, I guess this tire has a little bit of wear. It does look a little thinner here than it does over here. I guess I could put, it does look thinner here than it does over here. So it's getting some wear. The other tire is not good at all. That's got a lot of wear.
I found a tooth.
So this is what we're changing out. I got these parts right here. I got these parts right here. I got new bushings to go in the springs and the frame on both sides. So you can see there's a good gap there. That's showing there's definitely some wear there. Let's see what the other side looks like. Yeah, there really shouldn't be any gap in there. So to start off, what we got to do is we got to pull these cotter pins and pull these bolts and then drive the pins out. I got new pins, new bushings, everything.
All right, try getting out there.
I'm putting another jack stand underneath the axle just so it doesn't drop too much when I start taking these out. Get out of there! I bought the full kit for this. It came with all new pins, shackles. Well, I had to get the shackles separately, but the main kit came with new pins, new nuts, new grease fittings, and new bushings. Yeah, that's got to come out. Grab it and pull it out.
Pull it. Ew, this is making my hands
You
dirty.
got to put that man strength into it.
What if I fall once I get it out?
Then that's on you.
No, it's not.
Come on, full strength. You got to Superman it. Is it moving?
Nope.
Here, let me tap on it a little more.
It's not moving it at all.
Sometimes the best hammers are wrenches.
Are you using the Ford one?
No, this is just a wrench I stole from Colin.
Let's see if I can get it.
Don't tell him though.
Stole it from Colin. But he'll probably watch the video.
Nah, Colin never watches these videos.
This Maryland?
I don't know.
It's still hard. It's just loose. Put that back in there.
I wasn't really expecting it to go up like that.
What else?
It'll be alright. It'll be fine.
Okay.
We're gonna push off some of this old grease.
Can I do that?
If you want.
Let me do it. I'll get it. Why do I keep doing that?
Yeah, quit touching the bumper. While he's scratching at that, this is going to be the job, is getting the old bushings out.
I don't want
And
to
then
poke
putting the new bushings in.
Can't see your finger, so I don't know if I'll poke it or not.
Yeah, don't poke my finger. Is that a washer?
Where?
Or is that just part of the... That's just part of the...
Ew.
Here, let me see that. Get this big chunk on this side.
There's chunks over here also. I'll get the chunks over here. Let me get it.
It's dirt. Lots of dirt.
See if I can peel it
Ew,
off.
it's even under there.
Hey, I'm peeling it off.
It's grease and dirt.
Let me see it.
Alright, so it's not going super well so far, but I did get one out. It's just all the way over there now. The one that's in the spring itself. I had to use a hacksaw. I don't know if you still call it a hacksaw. It's definitely a hacksaw blade. And pie cut it. I put 2 little cuts in it and then tapped it out. I tried using a torch over there. Wasn't getting anywhere with that. I did actually talk to a local business that has done these before, and they said most of the time they have to use heat, so I went to that pretty quickly, and it didn't seem to help. And I had to break out a welding glove to keep from burning my hand because everything was so hot and grease was flying everywhere. Melted grease all down there. I did get a lot of the grease off that way, though. But now we gotta get the other one out in the frame, which is the really long one. So we've started cutting. There. And there. But it's a slow process. So anyway, back to work. I scored it a little bit on the other end, but it's not much. Should be okay. There is Bushings. One new one. Push one in from one side, one in from the other side. Alright, so here's the new stuff. All nice and pretty. So the short one, that's backwards. Wait, no. It's gotta be like this. We're gonna put a little bit of grease in each hole just to kind of make that a little smoother to go in, and just for the initial until we get it pumped full of grease once everything's installed. Chad's missing out on the fun part. He likes playing with the grease. The back side. So it goes this way. Oh, we gotta pull that spring down, which hopefully is gonna be easy. Maybe. Maybe not. First ever shackle change. Alright, we got one cotter pin. Where did I put the other one? I just had it in my hand. There we go. Got it. Should probably go back and do this again after a couple days of driving. Let it get worked in a little bit. Alright, we're officially 1/4 of the way through changing the shackles and bushings. I'll go see what time it is. See if Chance wants to have some lunch. Okay, so progress is happening. The camera was almost out of juice, so I had to put it back in on the camera, or back in on the charger, and in the meantime, I went ahead and did the other side, which was much quicker this time, because now that I knew all the stuff not to do, I actually got it out of there pretty quick. I went through and realized the best method was using the hacksaw blade type thing and WD-40, so I just sprayed, I cut those out, pounded them right out, and got the other side together. So that actually worked out great. I had another cotter pin that did not want to go in like the first one, so that was kind of a pain. Unfortunately, it's now 3 o'clock, and I have to be at my dad's at 5. So I'm running out of time. So the back ones are going to have to wait. But we do have enough time to get a few other things done. I'm going to tighten up the brake shoes on the front on both sides and go ahead and change the oil. Unfortunately, Steve's got to come off the front because I can't open the hood with him on here. You're always in the way, Steve. And I don't have any more zip ties to put him back on. So he's going to have to come off and stay off until I get more zip ties. But he'll be going back on because Halloween hasn't hit us yet. So anyway, let's get back to work. Everyone likes a nice, disgusting oil drain pan. So I've got one of those. Check. Nope, gotta go that way. These days I'd like to take the whole pan out of here, clean it up, repaint it. It's not like a major leak, but it's got seepage, I guess you could say. Nothing's really dripping on the ground, it's just the seepage. I don't know how many of you guys have ever adjusted brakes before, but the way I like to do it is to get just a little bit of drag inside here. This little hole right here, there is an adjusting little gear, and you just take it like this and you push it up. And you just turn it ever so slightly until you get some drag. I've got no drag at the moment. You can hear it turning in there. Or was it down? Maybe it was down. They really only turn one way, so yeah, it seems like it's wanting to go this way. Now we have a little bit of drag. They're much tighter than they were before. You hear that? Alright, other side. No drag on this one, so it's definitely needing some adjustment. I ran out of space on my SD card, so I don't know where it left off, but I went ahead and greased the tie rods while I was in here. Should grease these too real quick. My SD card got full from all the videos, so I had to go through and delete some stuff since I always move it to my tablet anyway, so I still have everything. Alright, everything on the front end is now greased with the exception of the rear spring bushings because I haven't changed those yet. So we're going to have to come back and do those later. For now, we're buttoning everything up. What? Where are they all there? Where are they all there? That was the next thing we need to do. No, we're not time, so. Put it back together. Everything goes back. Now I'm just putting it together. And maybe we don't have that to do such a big deal. And we're going to do the video too well. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think of this on my own, but Chance brought up a good point. I was thinking I could part 2 this video, but I'm not editing it tonight. It's probably not going to get posted till tomorrow or Monday anyway. So, rather than you watching me put the tools away, we're just going to continue this tomorrow morning. So we'll see you then. Okay, so it's been a week since we did the front shackles. Initially I was thinking we'd do this the next day, but it just kind of worked out that we weren't able to. And since I still haven't fixed the radiator in Venom because I'm still mad that it blew up, we're still driving Edna every day. So Edna got driven all week with the new spring bushings and new shackles in the front. Slight improvement, but still terrible. So we're going to finish that up today. Also, I noticed another issue while I was under there. So the spring U-bolts that attach the axles to the spring, or the axle to the spring, they were pretty rusty when I lowered it a couple years ago. I had to get up by a thread cleaner and clean up the threads to get it to work. In hindsight, I should have just gone ahead and ordered the new U-bolts to hold that on. But while I was under there, and I'll show you this once I get her back up in the air, across here, the axle is sitting about 1/4 of an inch back this way, where it's probably, I don't know if it's just not tight enough or what, but apparently it has shifted back a little bit. So that's probably why this tire has so much wear while the other one still looks good. So I kind of didn't really want to loosen those back up again because I thought they looked crappy to begin with. So I went ahead and ordered new ones, and they came in yesterday. So we're going to swap those out while we're under here. Now, another issue that I had, and you guys will see me do this in the earlier part of the video from last week. But if you notice, Edna's kind of leaning on this side. And what it is I stupidly used my impact gun to tighten up the spring shackle on this side, and it is too tight. So I can simply do this and raise the truck back up, or I can do this and put it back down again. So we're gonna have to loosen that back up. So anyway, let's get this back up in the air and get back to work. The back wheel is also chalked already, so we don't have to worry about that. So I noticed all under here last week that right there, you can see that that bolt is not centered under whatever this plate thing is called. I don't know. But anyway, so that means the axle is sitting back about 1/4 inch, so we need to fix that today. Other than that, what we're working is here. So we're going to change that one out on both sides, and then we should be in pretty good shape. Funny story about why there's no grease cup on here and why it's a little banged up in here. Back when I replaced the wheel bearings, I got all these packed out and the old one would not stay on. Like it would go in, but it didn't have a lot of pressure. I did this over at my dad's house and on the way back home, the cap came off and was banging around inside here, and it kind of beat up the inside of the wheel a little bit. And I got a new one. I'm using the old pin to push it through without wallowing it out. But every time I hit it, it bounces out. So that's what that extra tap is. So now what we're going to do is try to loosen the spring shackles so we can put the new ones on. That's too small. So we're all finished. I'm beat now. All that's left is a test drive. But if you want to see if we did any good, you're going to have to watch the next episode. So thanks for watching Adventures with Edna, and we'll see you in the next one.